What is up, everyone, and welcome to my Monday Night Raw review. There's a lot of things on the show have happened. Well, a lot, really. As Memorial Day, Green Bay, Wisconsin, pretty much all the wrestlers were out there for a tribute and a 10-bell salute for fallen veterans for Memorial Day, as they all stood out there. And pretty much kicking off the show, Shane and Stephanie came out to talk about the draft or brand split or whatever it is, or extension. Pretty much now coming to, July 19th, and who will take care of Raw and who will take care of SmackDown, or which show we'll go to. As the new date came out, they talked about pretty much Steph and Shane and praised Shane McMahon's shoes. Shane McMahon always has the Raw shoes, by the way. And Kofi talked about, this new era and everything. I've been here for over 8 years and stuff. And, I was watching you in middle school. You were my favorite wrestler in middle school and stuff. And they asked, the New Day asked Shane and Stephanie, who's going where? Who's going to which show? And the New Day said they were dodging. You're just dodging. As pretty much they haven't officially declared it yet of who's going where. Shane and Stephanie looked like they didn't want to give out a lot, or whoever show, or who's running the show, of who's going where. The New Day say, there's only one way to settle this thing, especially with you two, a dance battle. Shane McMahon did some crazy dance, and Stephanie said she was going to dance, but pretty much then the Vaudevillains came out. The Vaudevillains went against the New Day, even though this whole segment made no freaking sense. It was horrible, or whatever split they're doing, since I hear Vince now wants to kill NXT and just make it into a farm system, and I keep hearing now NXT is just going to go to the main roster, and there won't be an NXT anymore with the show that everyone knows and loves, and have the takeover things. Pretty much in DQ, as the club came out and they beat up the New Day, which makes sense since someone's got to go for the tag titles. And they says, we have arrived and everything, we are here, and if AJ doesn't want to come with us, we're going to do things on our own. Even though I found it funny when they said we've arrived, but you've been getting cracked being out by Reigns and the Usos for the past month or two now. Apollo Crews was doing push-ups until the Big Show came up saying, he's an Attitude Era, New Era, Jurassic Era. I've knocked them all out. And I know you're after Sheamus and everything, and Crews says he was going to take out Sheamus, but he says, you won't back down, will you, Apollo, pretty much. Breezango went against the Usos as the Usos get booed, and the Golden Truth was on commentary. Pretty much the Usos won, and they beat up Breezango as people chanting Golden Truth, which doesn't make a lot of sense. Roman Reigns came out to, I guess, a mixed reaction, or boos most likely. He talked about how Seth Rollins broke the Shield up 2 years ago, and he called himself the man and everything, but you're running into the guy. I'm not a bad guy, I'm not a good guy, I'm the guy. As pretty much Seth Rollins came out, he had a microphone in his hand, he looked like he was going to speak, but he just dropped the mic and was about to go beat up Reigns, but he never got in, as some fans chanted boring in, because it just turned with Seth Rollins running back and forth, thinking he was going to get in the ring. Then Reigns' music hit, Rollins tried to come back one more time, but he didn't get there in time. So I guess now they're just going to play this into Reigns getting his hands on Seth Rollins and everything. So yeah, WWE 2K17. Goldberg will be DLC, which I am somewhat surprised. He even got a commercial for this. And I've heard some interviews of Goldberg. I feel like he's talking out of his mouth saying his WWE career was successful, but it wasn't really. If you look at it creatively, he looked like an idiot out there. Yes, he got the world title, but what was he? Being destroyed by Evolution and being buried by Triple H. And I think Goldberg's WWE career sucked, really, and now other people said it, and Goldberg has buried the company multiple times for his career in the WWE, and he didn't like what was going down. But now he thinks he's successful, but I don't care how much money they're paying him, or they put him in the Hall of Fame, or whatever, because I know Shawn Michaels and Triple H did not like him in the past, but I guess WWE did something to get him into the video game, even though it was in a 2K14 video game, so yeah, we'll see how this goes. Rusev went against Zack Ryder. Ryder told him he belongs in WWE, an opportunity for it, and he did the accolade and won Rusev, but then he talked about America is nothing until Titus O'Neil interrupting them. How dare you do this on Memorial Day? You're just some blowhard, and he just sucker punched him right there. You know, this new accolade move doesn't make a lot of sense really to how this goes. The accolade is just he pulls his back, I guess, but I guess it was on Kalisto maybe. Whatever this clutch thing works, but it doesn't look painful. And I guess I'm surprised John Cena doesn't come out and, you know, kill Rusev and take the title, which I really wanted to see that, but I guess they have other plans. Puerto Rico Shining Stars did something. Charlotte was coming into the building earlier today, and Stephanie, once again, she's got to emasculate the roster, so she pretty much talked about how Charlotte's embarrassed herself to be a champion. You're a brat, you're a waste of talent, you're nothing. Even though 2 weeks ago Stephanie slapped the crap out of Charlotte, but now it's okay for Stephanie to go with Charlotte for talking about her own father, though, even though she slapped her father. Enzo and Cass came out to a big pop talking about cheese, Green Bay, Wisconsin, and how you doing. They went against the Dudleys. Enzo and Cass won. The Money in the Bank competitors talked about what's going on in a 6-man tag. You know, they haven't mentioned the 7-person. John Cena came out returning as he talked about America, Liberty, Memorial Day. He's finally back home. That is the day we honor the friends and families for the heroes that have paid the ultimate sacrifice to give us our freedoms today as the USA champs. And you know, he talked about his absence and everything. There's new faces around and new names and a new era. But he said, I'm not going to go quietly in tonight saying his best days are behind him. Because Cena said that the future's damn sure got to go through me first. As AJ Styles came out, you know, I remember somebody on Twitter saying 38-year-old AJ Styles is the future. And he's older than Cena. As fans chanted, let's go Cena, let's go Styles for several minutes. Styles says, you know, I've heard, as I've waited for a long time, everybody says you got a bad reaction in the back, a bad reputation. But you bust your butt in this ring, you just want to come out and shake his hand first. Gallows and Anderson said, we're not here to kiss ass, we're here to kick it. And we've gone our separate ways, and you see me beat up the New Day. So we're going to show you two how it's done. Styles and Cena ready to fight, pretty much then. Styles pretty much, and the club, or Bullet Club, or whatever club they want to be called. They beat up John Cena. And saying this is the real AJ Styles, as they said, Gallows. They beat him up, and then even when they got out of the ring, Styles came back and punched him. He got out, came back and punched him, got out, came back and beat up Cena multiple times. So this is go 2 ways, and this is a very bad track record, but as soon as I saw this, I noticed from a creative standpoint, Cena is going to bury the Bullet Club, or the club, or whatever club this is. He is going to bury them. And it was cool when the club stood high to do the Too Sweet thing, sign the Bullet Club, but Cena's going to murder them. But it gives Cena something to do. So, I guess AJ Styles was heel. Some people say AJ Styles was heel before he was fighting Roman Reigns, but I guess he's full-blown heel now. Now, I guess. Dana Brooke against Charlotte, or I'm sorry, Natalya. Dana Brooke won, and which did Mitchell Newell driver. And then Becky Lynch came out for the save when they jumped there. Dolph Ziggler talked about it's going to be a technical wrestling match tonight. And he's going to take out Baron Corbin. And he says it's going to be like Jericho. It's going to be like Jericho did the 2004 moves to Dean Malenko. It's going to be 2005 Ziggler put out. And Ziggler going to go all night naming these moves. Baron Corbin went against Dolph Ziggler. They thought about Ziggler was in Kent, wrestling for Kent State, and put on his headgear, and mouth guard like he was Rick Steiner out there. But then pretty much Dolph Ziggler kicked him in the balls. Nut shot, and the winner, and pretty much he was disqualified, and the loser of the match is still Baron Corbin after he nut shotted him. Main event 6-man tag. Dean Ambrose, Sami Zayn, Cesaro versus Kevin Owens, Alberto Del Rio, and Chris Jericho. Which Del Rio's a new tattoo I see. As Jericho, people, as the fans started chanting, "Stupid idiot," and everything. What Jericho says. It was a good main event to pretty much close out the show with Ambrose hitting the Dirty Deeds on was it Del Rio? No, it was Owens. He hit the pin hit and won. Even though there was no mention of the 7th man really. Raw was alright, but a lot of this show was crap, and I see the ratings went down again. Some people did okay because of Memorial Day, I guess, understandable, but let's ask those other days of why the ratings have went down, and we'll see how that goes. But John Cena's back versus the club, and we'll see how this works out to be. But I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace.